Monster Energy Cup Series qualifying, presented by Ford Performance. Daytona International Speedway. We'll take a look at the rules for qualifying today. Super Speedway qualifying. That means that it will go one car at a time, one timed lap in each round. There's only 2 rounds. The top 12 advance to round 2 out of the first round. Marty Snyder mentioned it is a hot one here in Daytona Beach, Florida. And currently the temperature 88 degrees with the humidity feeling like 101, but the track temperature being 132 degrees could be something that crew chiefs and drivers are going to be paying attention to.
Yeah, here at Daytona, I would think the wind is going to be even more important than the track temperature, that 11-mile-an-hour wind. When we talk about restrictor plate racing, these cars have less horsepower. They're restricted, and they're going to be wide open all the way around this place for that one lap. It's all about aerodynamic drag versus horsepower. Well, if you catch a little bit of a tailwind, it's going to improve your lap time. A little bit of a headwind, it's going to hurt your lap time. So for a field that could be separated by just hundredths of a second, what kind of wind you catch more than anywhere on the backstretch, it's really going to make a difference.
How important, Jeff, is it coming through the gears when you start off, get ready for qualifying, to get to the maximum speed possible for this lap?
It's really all you can do as a driver. There's a few things you can do. A lot of things you can mess up, but a few things you can do right. And one of the things is leaving pit road aggressively, getting to the gears, not running the engine too many RPMs because it actually slows the engine down, hitting those RPMs at the right time when you shift. And now, what Jeffrey Earnhardt's going to try to do is he's going to try to hold the steering wheel as straight as he can, try to put no movement in the car that he doesn't have to put into it, and see how low he enters the corner. Just turn the wheel just a little bit, trying to make this track as small as you can possibly make it.
You see the miles per hour, they don't change much, even through the turn, about 179 miles an hour for Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Yeah, Rick, and you see we have miles per hour and RPM. Well, the drivers in the seat, they don't have a speedometer in these cars, so they don't see miles per hour, but they do have RPM, and they can tell. Jeff, as a driver, you know, if you get to a certain RPM, perhaps something you hadn't seen in practice before, you know this is going to be a good lap.
That's right. That is the driver's indication of the speed he's making. It's just the tone of the engine, the sound of that engine, and also how many RPMs the engine is turning. And if you haven't watched Daytona single car qualifying, this happens quickly. There's already a car on the racetrack right now taking the start-finish line, so this qualifying will happen much quicker than what we saw 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, and Reed Sorensen in this 55 car is looking for some uneventful qualifying. This is back in the duels in February. That move right there. LaJoie got into the back of 55, turned him. Some say it was on purpose. That was for a transfer spot to try to make the field. Both these cars had to race their way in. That accident for the 55 sent him home. He missed the race here in February. He's guaranteed to be in the show today. We only have full field, no cars will be missing the race, but that was a big moment for them in February. They really got their season off to a rough start. Not only missing the race, but wrecking the car, through the process.
It didn't take long for him to get LaJoie back, though. It was at Phoenix later that he was able to somewhat return the favor.
Yeah, and you can see we've already joined as he's finishing his lap. So this happens quickly. So obviously his lap is much, much faster than Jeffrey Earnhardt's. Way, way quicker at 48.74.
48.74, averaging over 184 miles an hour around this 2.5-mile super speedway.
Rick, one thing that's changed with this type of format is not a lot of cars make qualifying runs. So I think we're all kind of guessing on what a good lap's going to be. We saw a few cars make single lap runs by themselves. We saw some laps in the mid 47s, like a 47.6, 47.7. But those are still just guesses because most of the fast laps were set in packs when they were practicing. Jeff, unlike here in February where you have that whole practice of qualifying only where you get a lot of single car runs, it's going to be a little bit of a guess today on what a good lap is.
This is DJ Kennington. He's a 39-year-old out of St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada.
See, his speed is really close to me. A little bit quicker getting into 3 and slow down just a touch in the middle of 3 and 4.
DJ Kennington, just 2 Cup starts to his career. He finished 36th earlier this year in the Daytona 500. And you see he's in the red, not quite as quick as Reed Sorensen. So he will be second quickest in this first round of qualifying.